Live from the 35-yard line. It's Onside Kickin' It with Alex P.
What's up, everybody? What's happening? It's me, your boy, the kid, Alex P. Welcome to another edition of Onside Kickin' It with Alex P. Week 4 is in the books. It was a great slate of games. My picks, I didn't do too hot on the picks, y'all. I was an even 7 of 7, 500 on my picks. This is what happened. They kicked off Thursday Night Football with the Eagles surprising me. They showed up to play by beating the Packers 31-24. On Sunday, the Titans improved to 2-2 by beating the Falcons 24-10. Another shocker from yesterday, the Browns beat the Ravens 40-25. That's crazy. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson didn't look too hot. He had 3 turnovers after having 0 in the previous 3 games. That means the Cleveland Browns are in first place in the AFC North. That's crazy. What's even crazier is that the Browns had 530 yards of total offense against the Ravens defense. Woo, crazy. Nick Chubb had 3 touchdowns. The Chargers beat the Dolphins 30-10. Dolphins 0-4. Dolphins are horrible. They've been outscored 163-26 in 4 games, yo. The Chargers win in Miami for the first time since 1981. Yeah. So that means the Chargers had won in Miami. I've never seen it in my life until yesterday. Whew. The Chiefs remain unbeaten. They beat the Lions 34-30. That was one of the games of the week. That was a very exciting game to watch. Patrick Mahomes, 315 yards, 55 rushing yards.
They will run it to Johnson and lunges forward. Boy, you got to be careful with that football. He did not get in. And the Chiefs running away with the football like they have it. I haven't heard a whistle. They may let this play out as Bashad Breeland.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Darrell Williams with the game-winning touchdown with 20 seconds left in the game. That was a fun one. The Panthers beat the Texans 16-10. The Panthers are now 2-0 without Cam Newton. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when he comes back, if they maintain success. The Patriots remain unbeaten. They beat the Bills 16-10 in a slow one. The Bills' defense is pretty good. Fortunately for the Patriots, their defense is even better.
Shesky is the deep man. He's been dealing with a hamstring issue, and it's blocked. Bajorquez could not get it off cleanly, and the Patriots got it.
4 interceptions and 5 sacks by the Patriots defense, so they came to play in Buffalo to remain unbeaten. Another surprise, the Raiders on the road, they beat the Colts 31-24. That's their first win in Indianapolis since week 5, dating all the way back to 2001. It's been a minute. Daniel Jones remained unbeaten 2-0 as they beat the Redskins 24-3. They were handing it to him. Dwayne Haskins ended up getting into the game for the Redskins, but he didn't do too much.
Haskins takes a shotgun snap. He's back to throw. He's under pressure. He throws it over the middle. Intercepted. He threw it late. Picked off by Peppers. Running down the right side to the 10th. Touchdown Giants. Jabril Peppers.
Another bit shocker. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They beat the Rams in LA. Check this score out. 55-40. God damn. I said it for you. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that's a franchise record. 55 points in a game. Oh, wow. Jared Goff, he had 451 yards passing, but he had a bunch of turnovers that hurt them in the long run.
Need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Goff has the snap. He's flush from the right. He's stripped. The ball's on the deck. Ndamukong Suh picking it up at the 35. Running to the 20. The former Ram to finish it.
The Seahawks beat the Cardinals 27-10. Rookie Kyler Murray is still looking for his first win as a pro. It's going to be a long road for him, but Larry Fitzgerald moved into second place on the all-time receptions list, so congratulations to him. Minshew Magic continued in Jacksonville as they beat the Broncos 26-24. The Broncos lose yet another game by a last-second field goal. This time it was Josh Lambo. Leonard Fournette had 255 yards. Denver is 0-4 for the first time in franchise history. The Bears held on to beat the Vikings 16-10 despite having no Mitchell Trubisky. He got hurt early in the game and messed his shoulder up. So it was Chase Daniels taking over for the Bears, and luckily for them, their defense is so stout, and Kirk Cousins is really a horrible quarterback for the Vikings, so they got the win. The Sunday night snooze fest, because I fell asleep because it was so boring.
Wow.
The Saints, they held on to beat the Cowboys. Did you know that was going to happen? This nigga timed that shit perfectly. Oh my God!
Just wanted to get that off my chest.
She timed it perfectly. How did she know I was going to these niggas next? That was fantastic. Scroll. Like I was saying, they beat the Cowboys though. I don't like the Cowboys, so it shows you what happens when the Cowboys actually play a good team. The first 3 games they were playing scrubs, so of course they're gonna be 3-0. They only scored 1 touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott was 18-30. I can't believe she did that shit. Oh man, Ezekiel Elliott, 18 carries for 35 yards. I could tell you more about the game, but I fell asleep because it was so boring. My offensive player of the week is.
That's all you got to say about the Saints win?
Yeah, man, I fell asleep. Them niggas, that shit was boring. Score some touchdowns, keep me awake.
Shit, okay.
Anyway, offensive player of the week is gonna go to Nick Chubb for the Cleveland Browns. 165 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. The defensive player of the week is gonna go to defensive back of the Patriots, J.C. Jackson. Every time I see his name, that's how I say it. So that's how I'm gonna say it. J.C. Jackson. 2 interceptions and a block punt against the Bills. That was pretty good. So that was week 4. We're just gonna ball that up and just throw that out. Time to move on to week 5. Week 5 of action kicks off on Thursday. Hey, that's what you get. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna keep that in too. Week 5 kicks off on Thursday. We have the 3-1 Rams going to Seattle. So it looks like we're gonna have another pretty good game for Thursday night. Give me the Rams to win in that one. On Sunday, we're gonna start off in Houston. The Falcons are gonna travel to the Texans. This is the first time the Falcons have played in Houston since the Super Bowl. They're probably going to lose, but I'm going to pick them to win anyway. So if you're betting, I don't blame you if you don't listen to me on that pick. That's fine. The Bears are going to go to Oakland to play the Raiders. Give me the Bears in that one. The Bills are going to play the Titans in Tennessee. I got the Bills to win. My upset pick of the week, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to beat the Saints. The Cardinals, I got getting their first win of the year. Kyler Murray is going to get his first win of the year against Cincinnati as they play the Bengals. The Jaguars are going to play the Panthers. You got Gardner Minshew versus Kyle Allen. That's going to be interesting. Give me the Jaguars to win that one. You ain't got to stare at me because I picked your boys to lose. So what? Yeah, I picked them to lose. Moving on, scroll. The Jets are going to go to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. I got the Eagles maintaining momentum and beating the Jets. The Patriots are going to play the Redskins. New England 4-0 for the 5th time. Now you trolling. You ain't got to troll. You ain't got to troll. This.
Go ahead. That's my bad.
This nigga, hell boy. These niggas better hope the Falcons don't turn it around, and I just can't talk shit because the Falcons are so trash. I don't even remember where I was at. Oh, the Patriots. 4-0 for the 5th time in the Belichick era. I got them going 5-0 against the Redskins because the Redskins are the Redskins. The Ravens are going to beat the Steelers in my prediction. They're going to go to Pittsburgh. Right now, the Steelers are 0-3, but I'm recording this before the Monday night game, so they could be 0-4, they could be 1-3. Either way, they're still going to lose to the Ravens. The Vikings are going to travel to the Giants to play Daniel Jones. Excuse me, I was trying to hold that one in. Whoopsies. The Minnesota Vikings travel to New Jersey to play the New York Giants. Give me the Vikings to win that one. Even though, you know what? No, scratch that. Because Kirk Cousins is trash. Daniel Jones. I think he'll get the win. No, I'm lying. The Vikings defense is pretty good. Give me the Vikings. The Broncos are going to play the Chargers. The Broncos are still looking for their first win of the season. Denver has lost 8 games in a row dating back to last season, week 14. So they need a win, but I don't think they're going to get it against the Chargers in Los Angeles. The Packers at 3-1 are going to go against the Cowboys at 3-1, both of whom lost their first game of the season in week 4. So neither one wants to lose 2 in a row. Give me the Cowboys at home. The Sunday night game is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs going against the Indianapolis Colts. For Kansas City, this is their 3rd straight 3-0 start. I think they're going to maintain their perfection at 4-0 against the Colts on Sunday night. The Monday night game, Cleveland is in prime time yet again. This time they're going to play the 49ers in San Francisco. Give me the 49ers to win that one. My fantasy start of the week is going to go to DeAndre Hopkins, wide receiver. He's going against the Falcons, whose defensive backs are horrible right now. Deshaun Watson is going to have plenty of time to throw the ball, and DeAndre Hopkins may go for 200 yards against the Falcons. My fantasy, I got another one. The Patriots defense. They're going against the Redskins. The defense for New England has 10 interceptions, and they've only allowed 1 touchdown this season. So if you got DeAndre Hopkins, start him. If you have the Patriots defense, start him. That's going to do it for my picks this week for week 5 of the NFL. We're going to tune back in next week. We're going to see how I did with my picks. Make sure you like my page, Onside Kicking It with Alex P on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter at WT Fiddlesticks and on Instagram at Bocho Cinco. It's your man's Alex P, and I'm out.